Manchester United, England's most successful club. The Red Devils boast 13 different Premier League titles, 12 FA Cups and 3 Champions Leagues. You could even say a perfect club. Wrong! Ever since Fergie's retirement in 2013, things have gone south for United and are projected to get even worse. A host of managerial talent has tried and failed to turn this juggernaut around. But now, for 2 weeks only, the responsibility falls on the shoulders of this man to steer United to one more Premier League title. Can it be done? Well, strap yourself then, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hello folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 2020 Game Save with Manchester United Beta. That's right, we're still chipping away through the beta as the game actually launches in a couple of days' time now. We're getting closer to that, which means we're getting closer to the end of this mini-series. I've got a whole host of games and goals to bring you up to date with, but a quick look at the table shows we are sitting pretty in second spot, still unbeaten for the season, but still not good enough to oust Liverpool. Now, before we take a look back at the games and the goals, bring up to date with some transfers because transfer window's come and gone, and one huge transfer has come through, which you will become apparent if I show you the goals prior to this. So, let's take a look at some of the transfers. Well, guess what? Timo Werner is now a Manchester United player. I got given 60 million to spend in the transfer window, and I pretty much blew it all on one guy. And he scored 3 goals in 6 games in all competitions. He's only started 4 games. Been a bit of a substitute at the moment, just kind of get himself familiarised with the team. Also, a few transfers have gone out. Joel Pereira, the young goalkeeper, has gone to Birmingham. Probably to become my first team goalkeeper out in the Championship. So good move for him. Around about 650,000, give or take. Alexis Sanchez. I should give him a run of games recently. They were predominantly in the Cups. Didn't score any goals. Kind of gave him a window of opportunity to shine, but he couldn't deliver. So I've now lent him out to River Plate back in South America. So he is playing his trade there. Tahiti Chong's gone to Celta Vigo over in La Liga. Started off pretty good. 1 assist in 2 games so far. Not too shabby indeed. Eric Bailly has gone to Porto as well. He, again, not played many games last season. Predominantly a cup man as well. This season, he played 10 games in all competitions as well, scoring 1 goal. He just couldn't get in the team. So I thought, you know what, I'll loan the kid out and see if he can get stuff. Oh, a couple of loanies as well to tell you about, but that's pretty much it. So let's bring you up to date with all the goals and the games that you've missed since I last saw you. In the last episode, we did beat Manchester City 1-0, but since then we took on Leeds United at Ellen Road and we won 2-0. Donny van der Beek opened up the scoring around about 44th minute on the clock. Ginter with the assist, laying off for Van der Beek there. Smash home goal number 1. The second, it's been a while, Shaw provided the cross, and James Maddison. Not many goals this season, but he's been finding it difficult to get into the team. So 2-0, final score. Then we took on Southend in a much rotated squad, but we could not get past them in the first leg. It was a 0-0 draw at Old Trafford. Bit of a, give them a bit of money. A little bit of a cash cow for them, but we had to duke it out in a replay. I'll talk about that in a minute. We then took on West Ham at the London Stadium. 1-0 winners. Marcus Rashford with the one and only goal on the 39th minute. Look at that little curling effort. Goal of the season contender. Maybe. Then it was back over to Roots Hall. We haven't been here in a while. 2-0 winners. Zlatan with a double. Experimental formation with this one. Play with a 4-4-2 and an experimental lineup as well. With Zlatan and Kaviani leading the line. Ibrahimovic opened up scoring very early, 3 minutes, and very late indeed. He played the full 90. Could have had a hat-trick as well because he missed a penalty. So into the hat for the next round. Talk more about that as well in a minute. Then we took on Norwich at Carrow Road and we won 2-0. Milic on the score sheet on the 6th minute. He hasn't been scoring many goals because he's finding, again, difficult to get into the team, but he got that one a little bit of a toe poke in the back of the net. He's got more competition now as Timo Werner's here, and he got himself a debut goal from the bench. Not the prettiest, but hey, they all count in the end. Then we took on Fulham at Old Trafford and we won 3-0. Dan James with the first goal, 37 minutes on the clock. Milic with the layoff. James smashed it home, 1-0. Rashi from the spot made it 2-0 in the 80th minute, and then the third was Timo Werner once again. Pogba with the layoff to Shaw, pings it in. Timo Werner heads home, 3-0, 3 points. How'd you like that then? How'd you like that then? To the FA Cup we went up against Manchester City. I thought about coming back for this one, but I thought, you know what, we've got too much to talk about. We lost this one though at Old Trafford 3-2. Our FA Cup adventure is over. I actually played a rotated squad on this one with Henderson in between sticks. We took the lead through Van der Beek. 4 minutes on the clock, made it 1-0. A little bit of a loose pass. Here comes some fellow on the right-hand side. Sterling made it 1-1. Game on at Old Trafford. We then regained the lead. Jordi Alba to Rashford. Back out to Alba and Rashford linking up again. Lays it off for Silva to score against his old club. That was a bit of a belter as well. So 2-1 it was. Just before half-time, though, Man City were back in it. Sterling breakaway, gets his second, and City's second. 2-2 it was. Goals galore on this one. And then straight after half-time, loose ball over the top. Jesus made a breakaway and puts it past Henderson. And that was the last goal. 5 goals in it. City into the next round. We crash out. But it's back to business against Everton in the Premier League. 2-1 winners. We took the lead through Nathan Ake. Rodriguez with the layoff from a set piece. Smashed home by Ake. We got the second as well in the second half. 50th minute. Pogba. I don't know how many goals he's got this season. That made it 2-0. Everton made it a little bit interesting in the 70th minute. Coleman with the layoff. Up steps. Guzens with the rifle. 2-1, but we held on for the 3. Then we took on Huddersfield at the John Smiths, Kirklees, whatever you want to call it. And we won 3-1. Couple of nice early goals. The first, within the first minute, Wan-Bissaka comes out to Madsen. Rifles at home. 1-0. In the 7th minute. Wan-Bissaka once again on the right-hand side. Plays off to Dan James. Whips a beautiful cross in. Headed home by Rashi. That made it 2-0. And we were already home and dry, I thought. Well, we were. The third goal, Rashford. Thought about it. Laid it off for Pogba. He smashed that home. 3-0. 20 minutes gone. It could have been a riot. But in the second half, Aaron Moy with the layoff to Congolo smashed it on home to make it a little bit fruity. But we held on and looked decent, if I'm honest with you. Then we took on Sheffield United at Old Trafford, 4-1 in the end. The visitors actually took the lead on this bad boy. Stevens with the overlap, as he does. And then rifled home by Pajaka to make it 1-0 Sheffield United. Then United turned it on. Rifled shot by Van der Beek. I think he got 2 today. Rodriguez again with the corner. Comes out to Martial. Strikes it on home. That was 2-1. Game on. Into the second half. Van der Beek. Sorry, that might have been the second half as well. Shaw with the layoff. Comes out to Rodriguez. He rifles that puppy home. Top right-hand corner. And then the fourth. Was it Van der Beek? It was Shaw to the layoff, pulls it out back. It was rifled home. We like that kind of shot. We kind of smash them in all the time. Did I say yes? Yes, it was first half. So 4-1, 3 points. Yeah, like that then. And then quite recently, just now, I beat Newcastle United 2-0 at Old Trafford. Timo Werner got his 3rd of the season. McTominay, Werner's there on point, smashed that home 1-0 lead. And Rashi from the spot, not long after, 2-0. Could put on the brakes then. So that brings you up to speed, bang up to date, all those goals and games. In this episode, we're going to do Lazio doubleheader, and I might do the Leicester one, or we might plough forward to the Chelsea one. I don't know, because we've got a lot of stuff right here. I'll probably do these two, the 2 Champions League, and we'll see where if we win them, then we'll see who we take on, and it might separate those games down the bottom there. So we'll have a little look. So next up, Lazio. We played them last season in the Europa final. Can we get a better of them again? Well, not long to wait. So here we are, folks, up against Lazio at their place. We played each other again, like I said, in the Europa League last season. It was on neutral ground, so this is the first time we're heading to Rome to take on Lazio with me in charge. Have I made my team selection for this one? I think I am. I think we're going to go with these bad boys. De Gea in goal. Alba. In fact, I'm going to bring Werner on, unless let's have a look at his fitness. Yeah, we'll bring Werner on for Rashi. And have Martial on the left-hand side. So we go De Gea, Alba, Maguire, Ake, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, McTominay, Martial, Rodriguez, James, Werner up top. Got some game changers on the bench if we need to go there. Let's go. Quick look at the Lazio lineup. Immobile up top. I think he's transfer listed as well. Paulson up top. So is that Riyad Mahrez? He is. He's on loan from Manchester City. Yep, let's go. Game on, folks. Game on. So, you will know if our Champions League adventure will continue beyond this episode. You'll know today, right here, right now. to see if this bad boy takes a place. If we can get through to the next round. Yep, so it's all Champions League, all the league. That's all that's left for us to focus on. All the domestic cups are done and dusted. We're out of them. You know what? It might be a blessing in disguise. If Liverpool, for example, who just cannot be stopped at the moment, if they're focusing on multiple fronts, it might work out in our favour. Jordi Alba's bitching and moaning about game time. He's playing a lot of games. Lovely pass though to Dan James. Can he get a cross in? It might have been a bit of holding there. VAR's coming into play. If so, it could be a penalty. Come on, boys. Give it. Give it. VAR holding us, keeping us at bay. He's at the screen. He's coming back out. He's doing a little dance. And he's saying penalty. Not. Free kick. Bollocks to it. That was the worst waste of time right there. Jordi Alba once again tries to play out wide to the right-hand side. His cross is blocked. Oh, lovely little ball there. Paulson's through. Tries a little bit of Dinklage, but De Gea is big and strong and grabs it. Manchester City 2-0 down to Bayern. Here comes Lazio. Oof. Again, De Gea on point. Could be an extended highlight, this one. He rolls it out to Ake. Looping little ball to Martial, but he's got his pockets picked by Mahrez. And again, Lazio are back down at Immobile. This time, he ain't mucking about. However, can VAR save us? I think he might be offside. I think we've had that goal nicked off. I'm happy with that. Thank heavens for VAR. Eh? I'm only happy when it works in my favour. So far, not great, but we are dominating possession and dominating shots, but we've not seen any real highlights. So, 0-0. Second half, Timo Werner's been a bit of a dud today. Not really exploding on the scene. I'm looking at maybe bringing on Rashford. Here comes Mahrez, switches place to the left-hand side. Back out to the right we go. Down the middle. Chance here for Lazio to press. Stalls. Paulson's there. Get rid of it. Maguire just sticks a boot on it and gets rid. Goes out for a corner. And Lazio are turning the screw a little bit. I know it's not game over if we lose this leg, but it'll make it a little bit difficult for us in the second. Old Trafford will be buzzing, I'm sure, but I'd love to go there with a goal. Come on, Rodriguez. Beautiful. Oh, Timo Werner. I spent 60 odd million on you. Well, maybe 50 odd million, but close. Should have put that in the back of the net, buddy. Should have. Should have dealt with it. 60 minutes on the clock. Get creative, boys. Get creative. Looking at my bench. Got a couple game changers on there. Rashi coming on for Martial. Van der Beek for McTominay. Madsen for James. $20 minutes to go. I'm going to edge it up slightly. Just turn the screw a little bit. Maybe we can find it could go back in our face, this one, if they find a goal themselves. Chance here for somebody. Hopefully United. Headed on. Nope. Comes back out to Lazio's defence. They'll play it deep. However, Van der Beek picks it up lovely for Rashford. Good strike, good save, up and over for a corner. 5 minutes left. Is there a sting in the tail for this one? Comes back out. Maguire will clean up. Just a couple minutes left. Looks like this one's petering out to a 0-0 draw. We'll have to go it all again at Old Trafford. So what I'm going to do now, folks, is play the Burnley, Bournemouth and Leicester games off camera. And we'll come back again for the second leg against Lazio at Old Trafford to see if we can get through to the next round of the Champions League. Okay, folks, let's bring you up to speed with the games and goals that you had missed since that Lazio first leg. We took on Burnley at Old Trafford and we won 2-0. Milic opened up the scoring on the 23rd minute. Madison with the layoff over to Jordi Alba, who's picked up an injury now to set up Milic. And that was 1-0 for United. The second goal coming in the second half, actually quite late in the game. Madison lays it off to Van der Beek. And again, in that little pocket where we like to score a lot of our goals, 2-0. And we put up a bit of a well, it was a cracking game, if I'm honest with you. 3-2 win over Bournemouth down at Dean Court. Rashi opened up the scoring on the 19th minute. Bundled the ball home in a bit of a scrambled box there. But it was only a couple minutes later and Chris Mepham levelled it for Bournemouth to make it 1-1. We then regained the lead in the second half, quite deep into the game as well, 78th minute, before Bournemouth picked up on a bit of defensive howler. Ake with a stumble. Up steps matey boy Wilson. 2-2. I thought, you know what? We've dropped points here. But up step Zajic. Deep into stopshot. Fergie time. Or Blackburn Overseas time, as we now call it. Headed on home. 3-2 winner. But then we had a bit more of a straightforward victory against Leicester at Old Trafford. 3-0 in the end. Timo Werner with a quick fire brace. James Vardy's poor pass sets up Timo Werner. Strikes on home. 4th minute. And then he got his second on the 10th minute. Werner lays off to Dan James, but he keeps up the running. Sets up Werner, who strikes it home nice and cleanly. 2-0. 3 points already in the bag, you would think. 30 minutes on the clock. Brown lays it off to Silva. We did play a bit of a rotated 11 here. Martial bagged home the third, and that was definitely game over. So we are now taking on Lazio in this match, and then I don't know what we're going to do. We'll have a look at if we were lucky enough to get through to the next round, see what that does to the fixture list, if it messes it up a little bit. But if not, it looks like we're going to take on Chelsea. So up against Lazio, yeah, it's pretty even Stevens. Obviously, the first leg at Rome was a 0-0 draw, so it's all on the line. Winner takes all. It could go to penalties. We'll have to wait and see. I've actually rotated the squad again. David De Gea in goal. Shaw, Maguire, Ake, Wan-Bissaka. In fact, Ake is on 94. Yeah. Pogba, McTominay, Rashford, Ziyech, Rodriguez and Milic up top. Timo Werner needs to be on the bench. Zlatan, off your pop. We need to have our best boys on the bench. Should we need to go there? Couple substitute options. Slim pickings. Delo, he's not good enough. Let's go for it. So see my lineup. Quick look at the Lazio lineup. Immobile leading the line. He is El Capitano. They've got Mahrez still, obviously, from the first leg. Yeah, you know the drill. So here we go. Old Trafford, the venue. This could be the end of our Champions League adventure. If have I got the highlights on? Yes, I do. Man City clawing their way back into their game against Bayern, so they look to be back on track. We are struggling at the moment. Get creative. Something went on there. A little bit of a glitcheroony. Don't know what went on there. We are playing positive. There's not too much I could do at the moment. The lines are blue. The lines are blue. That effort goes up and over. Are they expecting a whole host of snow? Perhaps they got a red card in the game against City and Bayern. Lots going on in that game. Zilch happening in this one. Two teams too close to call at the moment. Chance here though for United to take lead before the halftime whistle. It's a long looping effort by Rodriguez straight into the arms of the keeper Stashkoshka, who boots it down the line. Who's back there? Wan-Bissaka. Keep it moving. Back to Ake. McTominay. Don't mess around. Maguire. Most expensive mistake? No, David De Gea cleans up house. Maguire was playing with fire, was Maguire. 0-0. So, what are we looking at? Timo Werner, perhaps? We'll see if there's a chance here for United. Rashford holds up play. Uses short on the overlap. Doesn't get much traction on it. Comes forced backwards. In we go to Pogba, to Shaw. Lovely little layoff to the right-hand side. And here comes Zajic. Back we go to McTominay. Inside to Rodriguez, to Shaw. Can he get a cross in? He lays it off to Rashford. Stalls. Pogba can shoot from here. So can Rodriguez. Shot goes up and over. 48 minutes on the clock. Another highlight straight away. Strakostka straight from the goal kick. Comes out to Rashi. Switches play to the right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka heads it on. It's poor. All the way through to the keeper Strashkoshka. And here he boots it down the line. Headed again by Shaw. Only to a Lazio man. Here they come. To Kure. My pronunciations are shit. Lazio forced pass. Milic holds it up for Rodriguez. Sets up Rashford. Back to McTominay. Ziyech pulls it back for McTominay. Over to the right hand side for Wan-Bissaka. Crosses. Pogba. There's a bit of a dramatic pause there. I thought it might have been a VAR. Shaw pulls it back. Pogba will have a strike. Hits the woodwork. Nobody's there for the rebound. We could get done here, boys. We could get done. It's time for the Werner to be the hero. What about Van der Beek? Van der Beek's coming on as well. We're going to keep one change for something else, just in case we need it. Ziyech. Van der Beek. Already on a pissing yellow. Just brought him on. Just brought him on. Wan-Bissaka on the overlap. Ziyech. Rodriguez. Pogba strikes. Comes back out to Ziyech. Crosses it. Rashi's there. 19th for the season. Get in there. Get in there. That is the one goal. However, Lazio, if they are to score, would flip this game on its head. So we could do with a second if we're in the mood. Rodriguez spreads it out to Rashi. Here comes Lazio. No, Shaw back to Maguire, who's been a little bit lazy today. Rashford to Shaw. Come on then, get goal number 2. Pulls it back. Rodriguez. Oh my goodness, get back in there. Don't. Great save by De Gea. They are just one goal away. So they will be peppering us these final 20 minutes. And this could be a dramatic mood change for this whole series. Here comes Lazio once again. They are getting the bit between the teeth. Switches play to that left-hand side for Lazio. Back over, they go to the right-hand side. Mahrez creating something. Lazarzi whips a cross in, gets his pocket pick. Shaw hoofs it down the line to nobody. But we get a little bit lucky. Rodriguez to Timo Werner. New signing. Oh, he could have been an instant hero by putting that second goal in the back bins. Come on, guys. 20 minutes on the clock. Rodriguez will fire it in. Headed partially. Strike comes out, hits a couple of bodies. And here come Lazio on the counter-attack. Carrera into Immobile. Pulls it back. And the highlight is over. Chance here for possibly United to get the stinking second. Shaw whips a cross in. Comes back out to Pogba. Flips it out to the right. Wan-Bissaka crosses. Comes out. Looping header. Great stretch by the keeper. But he had it covered. But it went up and over anyway. 18 minutes or so left. We are taking the game to Lazio, but realistically, it could go either way. City are in front. That could set up an interesting quarter-final for us. Here's a free kick opportunity. I think it's Rodriguez hanging on it. Long way out. If it goes in. Oh, nice effort. Good angle from the camera. Good stretch as well, but the keeps. 5 minutes to go, give or take. A second goal would put it to bed. However, a 1-1 would put me into tears. It's a loose ball. Mahrez is trying to track it back. 5 minutes to go. I don't want to do anything. We're into stoppage time. Hopefully United are going to get this between the teeth. It looks like they've done it. We are through. Fine margin. We bossed the game, boys. We did boss the game. So 1-0 on aggregate. We're through in the hat. So, we go through. So do Manchester City after they absolutely destroyed Bayern in the end. Meanwhile, over the Premier League, Liverpool continue to stretch their lead. It's still 6 points. We have a game in hand. It's setting up nicely for us. So, in the next... we're going to continue on this video. But we're looking at... possibly the first Champions League quarter-final. I think that's what we'll do. And then we can come back for the next one for this cluster here. We'll see. We'll see who we get in the draw. So here we go. It's the draw for the quarters and for the semis. So let's see who we got. So Atletico Madrid are in there, Barcelona are in there, Man City, Milan, Juventus, Liverpool and Arsenal. It's a who's who, really. There are 4 English teams, 2 Spanish, 2 Italians. So let's get a go. I'll take them. Man City, Arsenal, I'll take them. Barcelona are there. That's our opponents. And yeah, we're going to come back for that one, I believe. Let's take a little look at what that's done to the schedule. It is a busy schedule. So we're going to sidestep this Wolves game. We'll come back for the first leg. And then tomorrow's episode, we'll do Chelsea, Barcelona and Arsenal in what is looking like a very, very crazy end to the season. Before we dash ahead, here is the semi-final draw. Just in case we get there. We would take on Atletico Madrid or Manchester City if we are lucky. So again, back for the first leg against Barcelona in just 1 second. Okay, folks, let's bring you up to date with that one and only game that you missed since the Lazio game. We did beat Wolves at Old Trafford 2-1. Diego Dalot opened up the scoring with a bit of a beast of a goal. Look at this curling effort. Actually crawls in the back of the net to give us the advantage. Then Wolves got themselves back into it. Vinegar with the cross. Headed on home by Dumfries to make it 1-1 before Marcus Madsen on the 30th minute proved to be the vital person today with this long-range spectacular top right-hand corner. 3 goals, 3 points. We're keeping on form, boys. So what's that done to the Premier League? Well, excuse me. We currently still sit 9 points adrift of Liverpool. We do have 2 games in hand on those bad boys. Let's just say we win those 2 games in hand. That puts us on to 86 points. We still have to play out Liverpool at Anfield. That will be, I think, in tomorrow's episode. Is that right? No, it will be Barcelona. It will be the day after tomorrow where we'll take on Liverpool, Spurs, or Liverpool, and maybe, hopefully, a Champions League semi-final. We'll have to wait and see. But today, it's all about Barcelona. That's right. We've not played each other at all in this series, in this brief series, which is not a surprise, really. They were in the Champions League last season. We were in the Europa League. First legs at Old Trafford. I've picked my starting 11, I think. I've got to change my bench around a little bit. There's a few bodies that have not really passed the fitness test. Ginter will be on the bench, I think. No, we will not. No, we need to get a centre back on there. So one of these boys has to take a hit. Martial, I think Madsen will take the hit. And we'll bring on where's Ginter? We'll bring on Ginter. So these. Oh, do I want to go with Milic up top? Yeah, I'm going to go with Milic. De Gea in goal, Shaw, Maguire, Ake, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, McTominay, Rashford, Rodriguez, Ziyech and Milic. I'm checking on McTominay's fitness, 92. Any other alternatives to that? David Silva. Could this be a game for David Silva? You know what? How at it? Have at it. What is his best position? Advanced playmaker, deep line playmaker. We'll go with that. Just for this game. We're going to start a bit balanced and just kind of feel our way into this match. So here we go up against Barcelona. Let's have a look at their lineup. Ter Stegen between sticks. Firpo, left back. Koulibaly, they spent big on him. Centre back alongside Piqué. Roberto at right back. Busquets, De Jong, Arthur, Griezmann on the left. Messi on the right. Suarez up top. If we can get anything out of this, I'll be happy. So what's it going to be, folks? Well, the Champions League adventure will continue tomorrow in one way or another. Hopefully we got something to fight about, and if not, it could be an irrelevant game. But if we can come into this at the end of this one either level or with a lead, then you know what? We might have something to get excited about. Chance here though for United. Corner fired in, and it's bumbled over the line. Who's got the goal? Milic. What a call! What a shout by me. Timo Werner was there, Rashford was there, Martial could have played there, Cavani, Ibrahimovic. Got a whole host of strikers, but I went for Milic. And he has given us the slight knock in front. Meanwhile, Juventus are losing to Liverpool at home. Suarez forced back, but eventually gets the pass out to Messi, who's just all over the field. Picked up, though, by Milic, who's very, very deep. Lovely spread of play. Here's Rashi. Can he get anything out of this? Picks out a cross. He dances round one. Goes for goal. Ter Stegen looks like he opened up his body and got something on it. It will be a corner. United pressing. Trying to get a second goal. I did have a quick glance. Just a quick glance at the La Liga. And I don't think Barcelona are in the top 2. There's a cheeky free kick. Wan-Bissaka will get a yellow for that one. So they're not there. I mean, they might be a third. But I know the Madrid and Athletic Madrid and Real Madrid were the top 2 spots. That was a few weeks back, though, digitally. Here comes Barcelona, though. De Jong, an away goal would give him a bit of boost. That's a long effort. Again, De Gea was equal to it. Followed the ball out, up and over. Timo Werner itching to get on. I could see it. I could see him. He's like, send me on, coach. Send me on, coach. Or bring me on, coach, wherever the song goes. Anyway, spread out wide to the right side. Roberto's on a yellow. Whips a cross in. Comes out. Great save. Griezmann with the snapshot. Flipping De Gea was right on point to deny Barcelona from getting back into this game. Corner is headed clear only as far as Suarez. Keeps it moving. Piqué forced back a little bit. Koulibaly. Griezmann. De Jong. To Sergio. They keep it moving nicely. This is Barcelona at their best. Passing the ball out to the right-hand side now. Spreads it back inwards for Messi, who's all over the place. Out towards Griezmann. Pick his pocket, boys. It's headed wide. United are on the back foot a little bit. Chance maybe from this goal kick. Ake spreads it out right to Wan-Bissaka. Ziyech keeps it, spreads it out to the left. Rashi gets the better of his defender. Good strike, good save by Ter Stegen. And again, it'll be another corner 5 minutes from half time. United look good on the counter-attack. If we can get more chances. Rashford's having a flipping ball down that left-hand side. And it's bumbled in there. Ter Stegen grabbed it. We're dominating, as in shots, but Barcelona forever look dangerously. Here's Filippo, Sergio Busquets to De Jong. Push forward now. Griezmann gets the better of his defender. Backtracking we go. His shot is absolutely woeful. For the amount of money he cost, surely he should have done better than that. And that is half-time. We got our noses in front. Possession bossed. Shots bossed. On target bossed. But yeah, we just need that second goal. Okay, here we go. Second half at Old Trafford. I always want to make changes, but I don't like to change things when we are playing well. Here comes Barcelona to play out the back. Piqué fires it out to the right hand side to Sergio Roberto, who's on a yellow. Bit of trouble. Arthur must have been brought on at some point for maybe De Jong. I don't know. We'll have a look at the substitutes or the situation in a minute. Forced all the way back to the keeper, Ter Stegen. Fired it out. It's pretty poor. Here's Ziyech to Silva, who's been playing a bit of a blinder. Rashford on the left-hand side uses the overlap for sure. Back to Rashford. Rodriguez switches gears to Wan-Bissaka, who's on a red. A yellow. Pulls it back for Silva. Pogba slips in. Wan-Bissaka again. Lovely cross. Milic is there. That's why I get paid the big bucks. That's why I get paid the big bucks. Milic, my big old siding from last season. He's not had the best run of games, but play him when it needs most. And he's scoring goals. 2-0. 2-0 for United. Barcelona are starting to push a little bit further. They've already brought on. Suarez has come off. Arthur was already on the field. Didn't even know it. Again, I don't really want to change too much. An away goal would probably swing it back in favour for Barcelona. We're into the last 5 minutes of the match. Ooh, here we go. Last minute highlights. Barcelona will be looking to get that away. Oh, it's a poor pass by Messi. A ball by Rashi. He's just having a ball against his opposition. Oh, and Milic was so close to a hat-trick. Ter Stegen with the great save. That pushes that out for a corner. Who's on this one? Must be Rodriguez. James Rodriguez with the cross. Cannot get on it. Maguire, the old slab head, just does enough. I think it's been a tip-top performance by Manchester United. Liverpool doing the same away from home, though. So they look to be good and on point for a semi-final berth. But we've got the advantage going into the second leg, which we'll do that tomorrow, folks. So, yeah, 2-0. Milic with the daily double, putting Barcelona on the back burner. So in tomorrow's episode, we'll be back and we'll do Chelsea, Barcelona and Arsenal back to back in games that could both change our fate domestically and on the continent. The only game that's at home is against Arsenal. And then that'll set us up nicely for the back end of the season when we've got Man City and Liverpool waiting for us. So it's big old, and Tottenham as well, if you want to throw them in the mix as well. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos pretty much every single day on the channel, including plenty of Football Manager 2020. I'll see you tomorrow as the end of the season looms. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date. All things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.